Hard to believe we're already a few months out from the 2025 Denver Colfax Marathon.
Don't look at me.
We're not even talking about our training yet. Last year's run saw a historic 25,000 runners hitting the pavement, including us.
Yes, we did the relay.
Yeah. Corey wants to up it to the half marathon for us this year.
We'll see. We kind of have to start running, like now probably, because it's like right around the corner. It's become a huge community event over the years as runners set to achieve personal goals while others run to support their favorite Colorado charity. Joining us to talk about this year's marathon and to reveal this year's Colfax Marathon medals is Denver Colfax Marathon CEO Andrea Dowdy. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
This may be my favorite medal so far. It is so cool. So talk to us about the designs that went into this.
Sure, this is great. Well, first of all, we have all the medals in front of us. We have the marathon, half, relay, and 10-miler. But what we do is we try to create a piece of art. Because what we realize is that you get your medal on race day, you wear it in the festival afterwards, but then you really kind of want to put it on your desk and relive it.
Yeah.
So that's why we build them in. They even have a stand on them. But that way you can look and you can kind of relive your race.
That's
cool. So you ran and you're like, oh, I ran through the stadium, see the Capitol, and every time you glance down, you're like, this is just a great memory for me.
Especially if you've participated multiple years. Now you've got quite the collection of all the different medals and their evolution. What landmarks specifically are highlighted on this year's medals?
Okay, so for the marathon, we have the Capitol, so that's a big feature of the marathon, but we've got Bucky for the first time. So we've got the Bronco and the stadium on there. We've got the fire truck because this is the only marathon to go through a working fire station. So that's on the medal. And we've also got all the street lamps because as you're running down the bike path, you're seeing all those lamps. So we put some gold glitter on there. And then one of my favorite things is they call it the east to west point. It's that sculpture that's in front of the Webb building, and it's got two faces. And I didn't realize this, but one's looking into the past and one looks into the future. And so for us, it was perfect to put on the medal because you're reliving the past when you relive your race.
Right.
And then, of course, we're setting you up because now we want to know what you're going to run in the future.
Yeah, Corey caught the bug, and unfortunately, she's dragging me with her, too.
Well, I heard you guys are going to run the half. So what we did on the half is you don't go through the stadium, but you go through the zoo. So that big sheep mountain with a bighorn sheep, that's on the medal, as well as the gibbons, which are always out watching all the runners.
See, we get to run through the zoo.
All right, you're convincing me.
I love this. You know what's so crazy? I was talking to someone the other day that did one of the very first Colfax races when it was like up on 470 or something like that. And I was like, the way that it's evolved and changed over the years with all of the landmarks. I mean, it is just such a cool race. Like if someone's going to run a race, especially for like the first time, this is the race to do it.
Well, and it's scenic. That's what we love. I mean, this was such, for us, when we look at the race course, you're running through everything, water and stadium and zoo when you pick your different distance. Someone told me one time, and this is what your inspiration is for the for the half marathon. Are you ready?
Listening.
They said one time that mile through the zoo on the half marathon is like your own personal safari.
Okay, I will say it's also awesome to run on streets that otherwise you would never stand in the middle of. Like running down Colfax is a trip.
Oh, it's a trip because it's got all that history to it. It's, who knew that it was the original string of hotels and motels back in the day? So it's got all that as you run down, you're seeing, we even have a Colfax sign on the medal, but you're just reliving that whole vibe of Colfax, and we love it's eclectic. We love that. Yeah, it's a
tour of Denver like no other.
It is absolutely wonderful.
Real quick, because we're out of time, is there a theme to this year's relay or marathon?
Well, I think for us, from a theme perspective and everything else, it's all about entertainment and having a wonderful time. So you'll see some new pops of entertainment on the course. And then we have to say, if you guys are registering, you've got to do it in the next few days. This is our biggest registration period, is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, because the price goes up. But we really want everyone to register so they can start training.
Some races sold out last year too, right?
Yeah. So that's the other thing. If you keep procrastinating, you may not get into your favorite distance. So Jordan, if you wait, you may be running the full marathon rather than the half marathon. So we just want to let you know, maybe you should register in the next couple days.
Lighting a fire under me, I appreciate that. And once you pay all that money, you might as well run it because you ain't getting it back.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
They're beautiful this year.
Thank you so
Very
much.
Exciting.
Yeah.